Welcome, guys.
What's up?
What's going on?
How we doing?
First episode that we're going to drop for everyone. We had an episode that we thought we were going to drop, and it is episode 0/The Rough Draft.
Should have been dropped.
Which is available
Should have been
on all major platforms currently.
We're 7 1/2 dozen. I'm S. Got the co-host with me, Ritz and Clay.
Yeah, that's me, Ritz.
I'm Clay.
All right, got that out of the way. Just a couple dudes hanging out. Decided we should start a podcast because it gives us a reason to get together, chop it up, and usually we have drinks, but I don't see any drinks on the table today. But yeah, we're gonna talk about all things Buffalo and things surround.
Clay had a real lazy day today, apparently. Really, he didn't work.
Cause
You didn't work today?
I did not work. I mean, dude,
No
I
drinks.
got a
Didn't
1
steam
year.
the flag.
I got a 1 year.
He did. Yeah,
So-
we steamed the flag 2
Do you
seconds
have
ago.
kids? Do you have kids?
You sat on the couch?
Do you have kids?
I don't
'Cause
have
it ain't-
kids. What'd you do during her nap time?
I nap.
Such a dad answer. But yeah, just we don't really have anything crazy we're gonna dive into a lot. We're just gonna talk about what everyone loves the most out of Buffalo is the food and sports primarily, but talk about some other things as just to talk about what's going on in the world or
Current events.
what's on the news or not the news, the Twitter feed. I want to say
Yeah.
I don't watch the news, but whatever X is showing nowadays, gotta talk about it.
Yeah, that's gotta be you guys,
X.
because I don't have
like,
that.
I like Twitter better than X, though. I
I
don't
think,
know.
I think everyone agrees with that.
That's a terrible name change.
But I think we might as well just roll into the first thing and the most important thing. Buffalo Bills.
Yep, yeah.
2-1.
2-1, playing pretty well.
Yeah, after that first week.
I was gonna say because
But with that being said, they played the Redskins and
Raiders.
the Raiders.
After.
And I'm not impressed by those teams. So how good are the Bills?
So I could I don't fully agree with that statement.
You impressed with those two teams?
Well, I mean,
There's
Redskins
no
weren't
reason-
they 2-0.
They were 2-0, but
We should be 3-0 right now.
yes, we had a terrible performance against the Jets. I don't really want to talk about it. But the Raiders, I don't understand what's happening. That roster has got too many good players to be just flat.
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs was a leading rusher last year. You got Devontae Adams on offense with them. And I'm not a big Jimmy Garoppolo hater. I thought he's always played well for the 49ers. He's not going to win you a Super Bowl for the most part, I think. But, he's not, killing you like Zach Wilson.
True.
He's not doing that. He can maintain and help you, get by, I would say.
You know what? That's just to add on that too. Josh Jacobs was held to, I believe, single digits, right?
No, he was
minus 3 yards, I believe.
For the first time since 19.
Well, that's even better.
70?
Yeah.
So the
Or
defense.
someone had to be a leading rusher this season before and then have a game like that. Yeah, it was the rest.
So I am impressed by that because normally we are pretty
One
suspect.
game is just tough.
Super suspect against the run.
The defense, I mean, they look way more athletic. I will say, our safeties are looking slow and their angles are
Bernard's
bad,
looking great.
They're, our safeties. They'll cover. They'll figure it out.
I would agree, yeah. They are looking.
But, yeah.
Safety is going to be a concern soon.
Our linebackers are flying all over the place, man.
Yeah.
They're all over.
Milano and Bernard are.
I think last time we talked, we were pretty stoked about Jonathan Kirksley or whatever the guy's name was that was signed from Houston. We were like,
retired.
finally, we got a freaking linebacker. But that's because we never watched anything on Bernard.
Yeah.
And then Bernard, AFC Defense Player of the Week last week.
It's all over. I mean, all over the place.
He looks good.
Yeah, that was a hell of a game he had.
This is going to be a true test. I don't
Miami,
think,
yes.
I don't think Tua is as good as
I just read, though, before, our linebackers, Milano and Bernard, are top 2 in pass coverage for linebackers.
Really? Well, they're athletic, so. But
I hope they.
Miami will be a great test.
Miami's offense is. They remind me of how the Chiefs' offense used to be.
It's because of Tariq Hill.
Yeah.
It's literally because of Tariq Hill.
And what Chiefs lacked in wide receivers, I guess you could say, when Hill was on the team. No true number 2, I guess.
For what?
Maybe the Dolphins don't really have a good tight end. Who's their tight end?
I'm blanking on the guy's name. But they had leading up to it last season. They had Kaseki.
Yeah, Kaseki.
And I liked him.
Me too.
But I mean, what I'm saying is now you got like Waddle is amazing. So
Waddle would be a number one on a lot of teams.
To me, like they remind me of how the Chiefs used to run their offense. Just go. You know what I mean? So
they got so much speed.
I know this is going to be a true test. I don't think Tua is as good as like NFL and like commentators and analysts and
No, he's got accuracy problems.
Yeah, and he's to me like I could line up under center, call hike, step back, and just throw it up, and Hill will catch it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true.
I don't know about that.
I was third string quarterback. Okay.
And what, flag football?
In 7th grade. I was 5th quarter all-star.
Yeah, but they had the extra time. I remember those days. 5th quarter for the.
Clay hangs his jersey in the basement. Well, they hang my jersey in the rafters. Okay, at my school.
Pretty sure you're probably.
So I know a thing or two about being a quarterback.
Yeah, you do not want to compare high school football careers because I'm pretty sure I've never heard of you before.
I had like 3 tackles all year.
You probably heard of me at JFK before though.
I was already done with school.
What, dude? You a year older than me.
I don't think the age gap is that big between you guys.
That's how irrelevant he was in my senior year. And then when I was already gone, I'm like, who's this guy?
Who cares? But yeah, I think Sunday's going to be a big game for us. Well, if we don't really have a choice, like you have to win. Like it's a tough to say a must win because it's so early on.
I feel like you have to win because you lost to the Jets already. And you don't want to go 0-2 in the division.
No, absolutely.
It's a must win.
But the problem is it's still early.
Yeah, but I think it's a must win.
I'm putting it like right underneath a must win. It's like a very important game to win.
To me, I actually kind of like being the underdogs.
We're not though. I think we actually.
Well, no, I know. I'm saying like.
Yeah, not by maybe like a point or something.
When you compare this team to last year's team, we were all the hype the NFL was talking about, and I don't like that. I like when nobody talks about us really, for the most part.
Well, yeah, that's when we show up and actually perform.
But I really think like you have to. It's a must win in my opinion. It really is. I don't care how early in the season it is. When you look at it, like Clay said, 0-2 in the division.
Tough.
Everybody's talking about the Dolphins this, Dolphins that. This coach is amazing. The offense is amazing. If we came out there and beat them, like tides turn. And it's still our division to lose.
Like I said, I'm not against your side of like it's a must win.
Yeah.
I just lean towards more of like it's a very, very important game.
Yeah.
But if someone was to say, no, I think it's a must win, I'm not going to be like, you're wrong. Because I don't fully think you're wrong.
But this is a game for the Bills to get some confidence for the next one.
Miami's going to
the next Miami outing.
They're probably like, I'm trying to think, like, probably going to be more like, if not one of the toughest teams we will play for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I mean.
Because the Bengals
look like. Burrow is.
I have him on fantasy, and it's been tough.
That dude is hurt, and they're just playing him, which is crazy.
But you have to. That was the whole thing.
I don't think you have to.
That's your franchise guy, man.
That's your future.
It's calf.
You could see that he can't even drop back and plant his foot because of that calf.
I just don't understand what's holding the calf from healing. I get it's a calf, and there's a lot of things into it that I don't know. No, I'm not no medical expert, but I feel like people are breaking arms and hopping back on the field as quick as this, and I don't know. It's just weird. It's just very, very odd.
I mean, you think when you hear about athletes getting toe injuries, like Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
You think toe injury? Come on.
Yeah. No.
When you break a toe or you tear something in your toe, man, it's no fun.
I don't think you realize how bad it actually is unless
strains,
you actually experience it yourself.
Oh, for sure. Strains and tears
are
way worse.
So bad 2 months ago that it's
to me, when real quick we'll talk about
unless
this.
He tore it.
When you go back to that film, he already had this calf sleeve on, so he clearly had an injury.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, go out and practice. And then he does a little roll out to the right, and that's where the injury happened. Did they say what the injury is exactly, or they're just keeping it quiet?
No, the only thing I know is a calf.
So he hurts his calf for sure in this spring training practice. And instead of, hey, let's just not play you in spring training, we're going to sit you the first 2 weeks. Could you imagine what that would have done for him if he had 6 weeks of no real playtime? He probably would have came out last week, if not fully healthy, close to it. And now that they're just like, hey, you're our guy, and we kind of need you no matter what. This is going to be destroyed the whole time, the whole season. It's like Josh Allen in his arm last year. They weren't telling us how bad it was, but it clearly was way worse than they were leading on to us.
I think we're just got we don't really fully know. Obviously, it's somewhat big because it's going on 2 months now, this calf injury being relevant and impacting his game. But outside the Bengals, KC is obviously going to be KC. I actually think, I guess you could call it a hot take, maybe not. I think they're the worst they've been.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you still have it's like counting out Tom Brady for the last 15 years. Patrick Mahomes is going to still be there, and he's going to find a way with Travis Kelce, because for some reason no one to this day, it's like Tyreek Hill, no one can still figure out how to cover these guys.
We still haven't beaten them in the playoffs either, so it's like True. We beat them in the regular season. Cool.
Yeah. I felt like that was people's Super Bowl last year.
I know.
When we beat them in the regular season, it's what, week 7? I don't even remember what week it was, but
all the fans that go to the airport in week 4 wins, I guarantee you, there's a home game. If we beat Miami, and Bills go to London the next week and play Jacksonville.
Yeah.
If we beat Miami and Jacksonville, I guarantee you when they fly back,
airport's gonna be popping.
There's gonna be 1,000 fans in week 5 of the season freaking out.
4-1.
It's like, come on, guys. But
I've been there once.
Saw you there. That to me, that was worth it.
I have done the airport.
That was worth it, though. You should not go to the airport and cheer them when we're 5-1, 8-1, 10-1. I don't care. The next time there should be a quote airport party is when we get into the Super Bowl.
I would say playoff games.
No.
Yeah, I would say playoff games.
We've been there already. Let's act like we've been there.
You gotta still show we're you're a fan, man. You gotta celebrate.
Right.
Not gonna be don't care.
Right. You're still excited about it.
I could saying that.
I could understand a little bit of the regular season idea. I think playoffs, because you gotta let them know they need to know we're with them, we're behind them. I think if they win a Super Bowl, we fucking break that fence down.
Whoa.
All right. What we got next?
Hold on, I actually do. I want to talk about that game. One more thing. I got one question to you guys. Yes, it's would you rather the Bills and Dolphins, we beat the Dolphins in a close game, 34-28, whatever. It's a good game all the way through. We get a real good entertaining game, or would you rather us and just come out and stomp them and just crush them?
Stop them.
I want to take the soul away from
You want it 30-0 in the first half?
I feel way better when the Bills blow people out.
Yeah, I want to just take that brake pedal and just get rid of it. I want when they put 70 points up on the Broncos, I want to put 70 points on the Dolphins. And you know what? I want the 2 extra points or whatever because I want to break the record.
Yeah.
Facts.
Because you get some people that baseball or hockey, football, basketball, everybody will be diehard baseball fans would rather watch a 1-0 baseball game because it's a pitcher's duel and it's a great defensive game.
No, my anxiety is
that's where baseball gets a little boring on me. Yeah. When it's we're in the 8th inning and
so you guys want a full throttle.
Yeah,
I would be fine.
How about
I'd be stressed out when those close games.
We should put that in. Let's ask the fans. Would you rather a full stomping of the Dolphins, blowout win?
I think
Or
everyone
would
wants
you
a blowout
rather
win.
it be an entertaining game throughout the whole game, but Buffalo still wins?
Nah, I want it to be
I feel like everyone would be like, I want to just
You'd be surprised.
squish the
You'd be
fish.
surprised.
No, who wants to be like, no, I want to sit in the most nerve-wracking game where
I'm not saying most
fucking
nerve-wracking
pacing back
game.
and forth. I'm not even drinking my
I'm
beer
not
because I
saying
can't even like.
nerve-wracking game, but an entertaining game where
It is entertaining when
think
you
about
crush them.
think about
That is entertaining.
I'm trying not to like bring it up, but 13 seconds. That last 3 minutes of that football game, back and forth,
Was stressful.
But it was intense. It was one of the
I don't
best
need
football.
that. I want to stop it.
It was
dude.
one of the best football games
I
ever.
don't need that.
All right.
It was, and I was devastated
think-
at the end, and it was not worth any of that.
I
was sad.
will agree. I would rather us come out and stomp them, but
All right, well, we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
Let's hit it. What we got next?
Roll. Okay, and then let's roll into. We are last weekend of September, rolling into October here.
Yeah.
Big fall activities. Women are loving it because it's their favorite season.
flannels,
Oh,
yeah, flannels, falling leaves. I don't know.
pumpkin spice everything.
Dude, I got some pumpkin spice tea upstairs.
No, thank you.
I will say, I'm used to. This is not a brag, but I used to. I still don't really love coffee. But what got me into coffee some years back was the Dunkin' Donuts pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah.
Again, not a brag, not a flag.
It sounds like a flex.
But it was freaking good. I couldn't help the fact that if it's good, it's good. I haven't had it in quite some time.
But you was pulling up the Dunkin' Donuts in your blue jeans and a flannel.
Yeah, I have a
Give me
lot
a
of
pumpkin spice latte
I do have a lot of flannels
with the whipped cream on top.
So I haven't touched those in a while. I'm into French vanilla cold brews now. It's kind of my speed from having a coffee. I don't touch them all. I'm not a big coffee guy.
I'm in a tea now.
I don't
Drink
drink coffee.
tea.
Ugh, I hate tea.
I like tea, but I really got to be in a mood for tea.
Nah,
I don't
okay.
know.
Hey, next episode we'll do tea and crumpets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't even bother with me. I'm not touching that.
Damn.
Unless it's like brisk or Arnold Palmer.
You could. I mean, you could put like sugar and honey in your tea, and it gets super sweet. It doesn't even taste like tea.
It's just like at that point, if I have to really make it an experiment, leave it.
So what do we got on?
So, I guess we'll start with what's already happening right now, which is pretty popular. Is the great pumpkin patch out in Clarence.
Yeah.
That opens
September 16th.
on the 16th and it goes through the 31st. I have done that.
31st of October.
Yeah, it goes through Halloween. So I've done it. I don't know if you guys have ever done that.
I've been there, yeah.
Long time ago. It's definitely fun for like kids and stuff.
It's cool. It's still cool now. You could pay like $5 and go blow up a pumpkin out of a big old.
I don't know if it's
gun.
$5.
Really, I haven't been.
It might. I don't know what the prices are. I don't do it because I've done it before. I know what it is like shooting a pumpkin into a wooden wall and blows up. It's more for the kids.
Yeah.
But
Definitely
you know,
something
I
to
did
do,
go. I went last year actually with Shay.
It's
I went
not
last year.
It's not terrible. We got
There's alcohol.
$15.75 for an adult. If you're 65 and older, it's $12.75.
It's not cheap.
No, but it's like
ridiculous.
it's a family thing.
It is a family
just
thing.
What do they
it's a fall
got
activity.
like besides shooting pumpkins and stuff?
Well, you can buy pumpkins. There's like a gift store in there.
Okay.
There's like little rides and stuff for kids. Like there's like tractor rides. There's like this cow ride. There's actually there's like it's like a mini fair too in the back.
Oh,
They have like rides and stuff.
And where is that in Clarence?
It's off Main Street.
Off Main Street.
Yeah, they got a bunch of
It's
shit.
like heading into Akron.
Okay.
They got a petting zoo, magic show.
Yeah, there's actually like they do a lot. I guess when I say the $15, it's pretty much worth it. Like it's pretty cool,
I
especially
haven't
if you
been
got
there in forever.
Corn maze. They
So-
got corn mazes.
Maybe I'll go.
But I went with
Take
Shay
the
last
nieces
year,
and nephews.
and we hit up the bar.
Yeah.
Because you could walk around. I think I got hay burners. So I got double-fisted hay burners through this pumpkin farm, and
Got lost in the maze.
we might have gotten because there's like carnival food stuff. It's like your fried doughs and stuff. I love fried Oreos.
I guess it kind of does sound.
the more you talk about it, the more you kind of remember. You're like, that was actually not bad.
Yeah.
You know what sucks though? Parking. If I remember, depending if you get there late, parking kind of is a pain. But outside of that, nah. At the end, it's good. It's a cool seasonal thing to do.
There's another like pumpkin farm right off of Clinton going into Alma. Where's that place?
I'm not sure.
Not my.
I just know that here in Buffalo, that everyone's a big fan of the great pumpkin patch.
I feel like that's the most popular one.
Oh,
Yeah.
And there's what, like Mayo Bros. I've never been to that.
I've never been to Mayo Bros.
But like that's always
they have good donuts though. I've had their donuts.
I feel like that's pretty popular as well. I've never been. But
Oh yeah, I mean, I gotta say, you guys are talking about the cider mill.
Yeah.
They got an apple pie. Killer.
They have desserts at the pumpkin patch.
Do you
Wait
eat
till
it
you
warm
go.
or cold?
They were like pumping them out.
So do you eat it warm or cold?
Oh, I eat it warm.
Okay.
You're an apple pie
I thought you
guy,
were
or-
saying, did I buy it warm or not?
Wait, we're talking about apple pie?
Yeah.
Not a big apple pie guy.
What?
I'm not actually a huge pie guy to begin with.
That's probably the only pie that I will eat. is
Really?
apple pie.
Mine would be pumpkin.
Oh.
I can't do that.
Pumpkin pie with whipped cream. And that's not my favorite. I'd rather have like a freaking Oreo, like a fake pie, which like is an Oreo chocolate shit. I don't know. That would be my speed. But I could skip out on the apple, and if I had to go pumpkin, if that was my choice, I would load it up with some whipped cream.
I've never had pumpkin pie.
I feel like
won't
whipped
even
cream's
try it.
overrated.
I won't even try it.
Whipped cream? Oh,
I feel like it's
You guys
overrated.
are some wild takes.
You know what? There's a huge difference though between like the Cool Whip that you get out of like that container.
And Miracle Whip?
No, you need the stuff that comes out of the bottle. That you.
Oh, that you spray. Okay.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, nah, I'm not.
That's
Ready
the real
Whip
stuff.
I'm not. Nah, I can't do it.
Yeah, like the Ready Whip that I think, or no, Ready Whip is what's in whatever
The Ready Whip is in there.
Yeah, whatever the container is that you spoon.
Yeah.
No, that is.
I can't do none of it.
So the farm I'm talking about in Alma, it's Bibberts.
Bibberts?
Yeah.
And what they got going on there, Nate?
So it looks like they got a fall fest or a fall craft show October 28th and the 29th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's literally.
Where is that
Is it just a
located?
weekend thing?
It's
though,
down
is it-
Clinton. Down Clinton.
You got the address?
Yeah. Hold on.
Is this just a weekend thing?
No, they had hours during the week. It's down Clinton, right past Transit on the right. I mean, if you want an exact address, I could get it pulled
Yeah,
up.
you got it. Can we get it exact for our listeners?
$5240 Clinton Street, Alma, New York.
5240 Clinton Street.
Yeah.
Alma, New York. What's it called again?
Bibberts,
Bibberts.
if I'm saying that correctly.
Can't say I've ever heard of it.
Me either. I might have to go check it out just to compare it to the Great Pumpkin. But,
I don't think it's more of a farm.
okay.
So you go there
So we got
and they've
hay
got
racks.
some fall activities from what it was showing. That fall crash show was the October 28th, 29th. But as far as every day, they don't it's more go pick a pumpkin. They have some drinks they were advertising. It's definitely not like the pumpkin farm.
So is this more adult oriented?
You take your
No, I feel
family
like
there,
it's gotta be a
but
kid's
it's more
thing.
like a nursery. You go there to pick some stuff out for fall, but it's still something to do.
I'll tell you what's coming up though. Ellicottville Fall Fest, not
Yeah.
this weekend, but the next weekend. I believe that's October 6th.
October
Yes, that's a
6th.
Friday, October 6th.
So that's yes. I am going. Took a day off work. Actually, gonna go play golf on Friday down at Holiday Valley's course.
All right.
I've never golfed there before, but pretty stoked about that.
7.5 dozen's gonna sponsor you.
Put it on my polo or something. And then Saturday, Sunday, or Friday night, Saturday, out of the Airbnb on Sunday. But then what's great about that weekend is the Buffalo Bills do play the Jags in England
Ooh.
Sunday morning. So it's get back to the bar Sunday morning in Ellicottville. I think would be pretty fun.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be. I think people are gonna try and get out of there.
So that's when it is Ellicottville, or
yeah,
Ellicottville starts on the 7th, right?
well,
the Fall Fest is that
yeah,
weekend.
the Oktoberfest or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It starts the 7th.
I'm sure the Friday, I believe.
Yeah.
When I went last year was my first year, and I felt like things were they had to pop up.
But it's that I'm
weekend.
asking. It's that weekend.
Yes, the weekend that we play the Jags in
Okay.
England.
That 9 a.m. game, right?
I'm gonna miss it.
I'll be at work.
I'll be drinking. I'll take care of it for you guys.
I mean, I love it.
Yeah, last year was my
awesome.
first year, honestly, and I had a pretty good time. And I want to do, like, I actually didn't go up on, like, the hills.
No, I've never done that.
I want to do that, though, this year. I need to. You got to experience it once. I want to go on
they
the chairlift ride up, and then I'll walk down the hill. So I'm pretty sure you, like, walk down with a drink.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
I remember, like, growing up, my mom used to go.
Or you'd be falling down the hill.
And that's what my mom did twice. She got hammered, fell down the hill both times, ended up at the hospital because she sprained her ankle both times.
Yo, I might have to go next weekend.
Yeah, I'll be in Florida, so.
I thought you were going.
Huh?
I thought you said you were going.
That's why I was asking what weekend. I didn't know what weekend it was.
Well, yeah, that's coming up.
It's my a friend of mine. He's got a cabin like 15 minutes from there, so we usually go to his cabin Friday, stay there Friday, and we go into Ellicottville on Saturday. Walk around the streets, go to a couple of the bars and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think I've done it 2 or 3 years in a row, and it's always a good time. It's always cold though. If I could make one recommendation, I'd bring a backpack or something you could carry, like a coat if it gets warm.
It's always warm during the. I felt like last year when I went, like, because like right now weather-wise, it's like it's still kind of warm-ish during the day. Where I felt like last year wasn't fully like that.
Last year I froze.
Yeah, man. I think it was really cold.
I went into the Carhartt store and bought a jacket. I was so cold.
It's a great place to have a store.
Yeah. They probably made a killing.
Yeah. So hopefully the weather is not.
I think the weather will hold.
I'd rather it not rain though, so I don't really give a shit. Like as long as it's.
But either way, I bought the jacket and then you start drinking and you warm up.
Yeah. And it's pretty packed, so you got a lot of body heat going on around you.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Yeah. And then you wanted to talk about.
Yeah. So I've never been there, but I keep wanting to take the wife on a date, but.
I have been there.
For my listeners, I'm not the best at taking my wife out on dates, but it's Blueberry Treehouse. So from the calendar, the last day they're open. Let me see.
Yeah, because they're seasonal as well. I'm pretty positive.
I keep hearing good things about.
I think it was October 29th, was it?
So like up to the last week of October.
So the last day for the Blueberry Treehouse is October 29th. But I've seen pictures of it, and like a couple of people I know have gone there, and it seems awesome. So how was it for you?
I liked it. I'm actually Shay and I made it into the newspaper.
Really?
One of the guys was like, "Can you take a photo? Or can we take a photo of you, like, for advertising?"
I mean, great.
I'd
take a picture.
We were the freaking big photo. I actually, in the Easter newspaper, and so we found out, and I actually was able to get my hands on that newspaper.
Dang.
And
now you got it framed in your room?
Yeah, I gave it to Shay as a funny gift. Because it's just like this shitty cutout paper that I did, and I put it in this, like, cheap-ass picture frame. And I was just like, oh, here you go.
Professional picture.
Yeah. It was a professional camera, but the quality of the newspaper kind of helped kill that.
Well, I think it's funny.
But yeah, that was cool. It was cool though. Like the treehouse is sweet. The food was actually like, I'm trying to think. It was like sandwiches, I think, and it wasn't like terrible.
Did you go this year or last year?
Last year.
Last year. I'm gonna try and get out there.
We went before a Bills game.
What's the last day?
Or before a Bills party.
October 29th is their last day.
Yeah, I'll try to get out there too.
It's cool. It's another thing.
It looks pretty big.
Yeah, there's actually. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. There's like little like trail things you could walk. It's another thing for kids. They actually had live music. They had a couple food trucks, and they actually have what are they called? Like a warehouse, I guess you can call it, where they had like people have pop-up tables and they were selling like their little arts and crafts.
Oh, okay.
So they had something like that going on too.
So they had like a little farmer's market going.
No, because this is farmer's market food.
Yeah, but they had like little stands up.
It was like an arts and craft stuff that you could buy.
So it looks like their fall hours are Friday 4 p.m. to 10 p.m., Saturday 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So it looks like they're only open Friday, Saturday, Sunday now in the fall.
I could be wrong. I think the treehouse had TVs.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up some quick pictures.
It was cool. I would recommend.
My friend just went there and like he took a couple pictures and videos, and it looked like
when I was there last year. It looks
like a
it's
real cool
family
place.
owned too.
Yeah, it is. Yes.
When I was there last year, they were like saying like, oh, like we're still doing like work, like there's still stuff going on.
They're gonna expand upon it.
Yeah, like they were still putting work into it, and so I'm curious to see what might be different this year than last. But that was cool. I would recommend going.
Yeah, I might have to check that out. I know Erin keeps talking about that. She's brought it up the past 2 years. So.
And they had goats.
Like LeBron James was there?
Nah, Josh Allen. I'm just kidding.
Listen, if you're telling me LeBron James is a GOAT, I'll get up and walk right now. Hey, mark my words.
Then LeBron James is not the GOAT.
He is not the GOAT.
All
So
right,
looking at their
he is the GOAT.
I'll give you one more time. Looking at their menu, hot chocolate, cold coffees, hot teas, pops. They look like they have quite the beer list. A couple IPAs, lagers, ales, pilsners. I mean,
I don't even remember what I had.
they got like s'more boards, charcuterie boards. Yeah, it's like more or less finger foods.
Yeah, it's not like a whole.
No,
Nah,
just sit.
We not getting bar foods.
Yeah, no. You
But
sit
they
down.
did have. But
Look
they
at these
did have.
pictures, man.
Yeah, I've seen them. Like,
Oh,
it's
It's a
it looks super
multi-level
cool.
treehouse. But yeah, and they did have a food truck. I remember.
Try finding the address because I couldn't find the address. It looked like it was in West Falls,
It's like right outside East Aurora.
right outside of East Aurora.
Yes, the Blueberry Treehouse is located at 1897 Davis Road in West Falls, New York.
Yeah, so I'll have to try and do that.
Yeah, I would do it. It was cool. It's just weird. It's crazy to see like, holy shit, that's a treehouse.
Yeah.
It's freaking massive. It's a lot of wood.
I always wanted a treehouse when I was younger.
It took Johnny Ritz 5 years to build me a clubhouse.
So at that time you were already like
Outgrown
it.
He started when I was 5 and built this like skeleton of clubhouse in my backyard. We didn't have a big backyard, but I was like super pumped. It had a lower built-in sandbox, and then got busy. Took forever. It was a frame forever, and then I broke my wrist because he was trying to better my hockey skills, which we found out that was impossible to do. But he was trying to better my hockey skills, making me rollerblade on the street on a high ankle sprain. And I tripped and fell and broke my wrist, so he felt bad, and he finished the clubhouse at age 10. But I did always want a treehouse.
They're cool.
They're awesome.
Step Brothers.
No, yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, for sure.
I need a cool treehouse.
They're awesome. So
Yeah.
I think I'd have a real good time there.
Yeah, I think it's a great concept.
Yeah.
You ever see that show?
Treehouse Masters? Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of tree houses, I went to this place down in North Carolina, I'm gonna say, and it's like Canada. There's about 8 or 9 tree houses that you rent out on this hill, and they're all like designed after.
Yeah, I remember seeing these posts.
I can't think of the name. Maybe I'll remember for next time, or I'm not gonna search it. But it's down in I think it was maybe near Asheville, right outside of Asheville. Is that North Carolina?
I don't know.
But go ahead.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But they're all designed. The one treehouse that was being built when I was there is what's that spaceship thing in Star Wars? Not a big Star Wars guy. The Mandalorian.
Fuck the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, it's designed similar because actually he was doing it and then he was actually getting sued by Star Wars because it was
by Disney.
I don't know. This is what I heard.
I could imagine Disney suing.
Yeah, so he had to kind of.
They don't got enough money.
Yo, Disney don't fuck around with the.
There's a Harry
using
Potter
their
house.
shit.
Yeah, there's a Harry Potter house too. But they're all they're not named like the Harry Potter house.
Yeah,
It's gotta have some. But the theme is like Harry Potter. This one's themed like Star Wars. There was one that I'm trying to think. They're shit. I don't know. Those little guys that run around.
Minions?
They're not minions.
For Star Wars?
They're no. This is a whole different movie.
Little guys. The yellow minions?
No, they're not minions.
Willy Wonka and the
no,
Chocolate
they're the ones in like the woods.
It's little people in the woods.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Scratch what it is. Doesn't matter. But like, so up top was the roof. It was actually built into the cave. And then there's another one that it's literally a tent, like a normal tent.
Okay.
And you walk into the tent and there's a staircase that brings you down into this thing. And then there's like, and each one has like a fire pit.
You're talking for the Harry Potter or the little people?
All of them.
Oh.
What do you mean? What was your
No,
question?
he's on to the next.
Yeah, I'm talking about the little tent one.
There's multiple tree houses that have various different setups.
Yeah, there's probably like eight or so. And they got Wi-Fi. I actually worked in the one we had last year for, I think one day I did it. What the
So
hell?
yeah, Hamburg Hard Cider and Donut Fall Fest. I guess they're gonna have 4 bars and restaurants, live DJ, beer, hard ciders, seltzers,
It's enough to tip
and
my
1,000 free donuts.
You get free donuts.
1,000 free donuts.
Like 1,000 free donuts for like as
For
many
everybody.
people. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think they're giving 1,000 free donuts per.
I don't even know what I would do.
So the date of that is
1,000 donuts.
October 21st. Starts at 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Its location is 5 Main Street in Hamburg, New York.
I'd probably eat 5. I'd probably eat 1,000 Krispy Kreme donuts.
Register. You got to register, I guess, like from 2 to 4. And then guests must arrive from 2 to 4. It seems kind of strict.
So you got to register to go to this event?
Well, there's 1,000 donuts.
Yes.
I can't just hand like 1,000 people. Like 1 donut per person. No, I'm gonna want to have like four donuts.
Looks like tickets are like $28. It's a 6-hour event out in
Is it
Hamburg.
free hard ciders and stuff?
Let me look.
What does admission get you?
What is it, by the way?
So, you're when you register, you get a wristband. The wristband is good for drink specials and 2 fresh free donuts.
Okay, so you get 2 donuts.
So, it looks like you would still have to pay for drinks, but they probably have specialized drinks that are like discounted. But
Okay, cool. When is that?
October 21st.
Okay, sweet. Put that down. All right, gotta talk about it. It's big talk of the last week.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Who put who on?
What do you mean?
Did Kelsey put Taylor Swift on the map, or did Taylor Swift
she
put Travis Kelce?
definitely put him on. Did you see the podcast where he shot a shot?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I seen the highlight. Yeah.
We talk about like, oh, I invited her to the game.
And she curved though.
Yeah.
She definitely. Yeah.
She put him on. He's grown millions of followers since it. I saw this earlier. I think like the NFL Instagram account has like 28 million followers, and her Instagram account I think was at 292 million. So like there's quite the gap.
It's hard for me to comprehend why people love Taylor Swift so much. I don't get it.
Because she makes good music.
I mean, her music is good, but
she actually writes her music. She's like a complete artist.
I get all of that, but
you know how hard it is to write a song?
She is.
I could pump out a song in 10 minutes.
Oh my god.
Guaranteed.
It wouldn't be a hit though.
Guaranteed.
Bullshit.
Guaranteed.
Here we go.
I don't even know if this podcast is going to take off.
Dude, I had like 3 bands growing up, and I wrote like 10 songs for the bands every single time.
Here we go. I'm calling bullshit.
Yeah.
Our classic was titled Time.
Bullshit.
I won't get into it, but it took a lot of time.
Yeah.
No, I get all of it. Like, she writes her own music, she puts out good music, but I don't get like this, like bigger than anybody. It's weird. Her fans are crazy. They're crazy.
I wouldn't say she's bigger than anybody. I'm just saying.
Who do you think is bigger?
She isn't huge.
Who would you put it bigger than? She's definitely more. I think. Dude, she's probably. I hate saying it, but like she's definitely bigger than like the president. She's bigger than the Pope.
I'm not. She's up there.
Who is she? She literally is like shifted the U.S. economy in cities that she's performed in. That is fucking nuts.
I know. I don't get it. People freak out when they can't get to her concert.
Good music, bro.
Is it really like you really like all of her music?
I don't like all of her music, but like she's got like at least 3 albums that I like.
God, I don't know.
I wouldn't go to a concert. I'm not that kind of fan. But I would dabble through an album when it drops, just so I'm like.
Yeah, I listen.
I can't tell you the last time.
Also, when Shay drives with me in the car, like it doesn't even like I barely even own the car. Like AC and heat is what she desires. I don't even get the radio. I don't fucking pay for that shit no more. It's Taylor Swift. I get a couple 1-2s that she'll throw in.
You gotta go listen to some of her catalog.
I honestly
just listen to some.
We're not doing it right
now. I'm not doing it right now. I'm just seeing if I even have any.
I'll give you right now. Lavender Haze was probably one of my favorite on her last album.
I'm trying to see if I even have.
I'm not gonna lie right now. This is super cliche because it's all over the radio all the time. But that Karma song growing up.
So this guy's a Swiftie.
I'm not even joking you. I don't have one song of hers in my
Dude,
oh no, neither do I. Don't have any of her songs saved. I'm not like saving her music.
I don't know.
Bro, she's a huge artist. She's good. She has a huge following. I don't think she's the biggest artist because I think Juicy Drake Rogers is the biggest artist out there.
No.
Yes.
No.
Whenever Drake drops, it goes number 1.
So does Taylor Swift.
Bro, no. I think if they dropped on the same day, he would beat her.
I just don't get it.
143 million followers.
That's fine. Your followers doesn't equate to how big of an artist you are.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Nah. How many bots are there in their followers?
273 million followers.
All right, how many does
like she almost has 100 million more followers than Drake.
Check LeBron.
No, why are we bringing him into this?
Because LeBron's got to be the most famous American on earth.
632,000?
That's not him. His is King James.
That is King James.
That's not him. That's not him.
Oh, that's a fake. You're right. Shit. It's a good account.
There we go.
158 million. So it's more than 100 million less than Taylor Swift. You know who
what
might
about
you might
What about Adele?
No, not even I'm not even wasting my time. You want to know who would be
really
close?
Adele's huge.
No, you want to know who's going to be close?
Who?
Ronaldo.
Oh yeah.
Oh, blows her out of the park. 606 million.
Yeah. Yeah, the people who love.
I would say Ronaldo.
Love their soccer.
Maybe Ronaldo might be over T Swift because like Europe, like soccer over there is huge.
Yeah,
that is there is no like, oh, I enjoy baseball and I like hockey. It's like, nah, it's fucking soccer or football.
Which is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because like, here in America, the soccer.
Yeah, and Messi's at 488 million. So I'll probably put those two over Taylor Swift. Not just because of followers, but like you go somewhere like I know Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Bro, you go anywhere, you gonna know Taylor Swift, you gonna know Drake, you gonna know all these people.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but maybe like I don't know. I'm not saying you're wrong, but to have your name be that argument, it's pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
my manager doesn't even remember my fucking.
Bro, she was she was the shit ever since she dropped that Love Story.
It's a great song.
You don't like Love Story though?
I don't know her music. I'm not just.
You don't know that. You don't know the Love Story song.
I do know Love Story. Okay.
It was a good video too.
Facts.
I don't know.
I will say this. I think
I'm not a fan.
Personality-wise,
I'm really not.
I think she might be. I think she's kind of. I've never actually met her, obviously, or had a conversation. I feel like she's got to be a little weird. So I'm very curious what the dynamic is with Travis Kelce. And
he's using it for clout.
No,
he
ain't using it for clout, bro. He doesn't need that.
He said like that he tried to shoot a shot with her like years ago, and nothing happened. Like she didn't hit him up.
Celebrities, man. Celebrities. athletes, they all cheat on each other. They all use each other for different things. That's a fact.
Oh my god.
It's a fact.
All right, yes. What we got next? Let's move on.
Pits is like we discuss, let's say, for instance, the weekend. You could ask what the peak and pit of was that. Your peak would be what was the best part of it, and what the pit would be what the worst part was.
Yeah.
So,
and you also want us to rate it, correct?
Yeah, we should rate. Be like, I did the rating thing on the weekend, so I was like, what would you rate?
I mean, I had a pretty boring last 2 weeks. It's been a lot of work. I've been working overtime.
I actually have to go to my calendar because I don't fully remember what I did.
So I'd give my last week and a half, 2 weeks, 6.4. It's nothing crazy, but wasn't bad. I'd say the peak for me right now is I'm getting my house, the roof of my house finally done.
Is that a peak or is that a pit?
No, that's a peak because it needed to get done.
But is the payment?
Oh, that's okay.
That's a pit. There's gotta be.
No,
I'm sure that ain't cheap.
I mean, it's not. But listen,
needed a new roof.
That roof needed to be done 4 years ago, and I just been putting it off.
Just like your dad in the treehouse.
Yes. Apple didn't fall far from the tree.
I can see that.
So I just finally said, screw it. I got a couple quotes. One came in real nice. So that's getting done. So that's definitely a peak for me.
Cool.
And pit for me, I guess, was my dog got sick again. He gets sick every 2 months. Terrible stomach issues and last 2-3 days. And so that's
Coda?
No, Stark.
Okay.
But we got him it's happened so often they gave us probiotics, so that helps. But the first time it happened 2 years ago, they thought it was pancreatitis, which kills dogs in 30 days. So if your dog is shitting uncontrollably and has blood in its stool, take care of it.
I would hope someone would.
Yeah, that sounds like a sign.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, but like I said, now we got probiotics that we put on it and it fixes them.
So Stark's back up and running?
He is, yes.
Great. Love that. Stark's a good dog. I guess I'll go. Or you want to go next? I got you next, actually.
All right.
Oh, you're trying to steal your...
All right, so over the past 2 weeks, the peak, what happened?
You're not even ready? And you I'm going to just roll it. I'm taking it from you.
No, I got it. All right. So over the past 2 weeks, the peak for me, just because I am a family guy, Lennon's a little
There's going to
younger.
be a big difference between my peak and Pitt's.
Lennon's, oh my goodness, here we go. Lennon's younger cousin, Charlotte, turned 1 year old over the weekend, so
Congrats.
that was a pretty big thing, and I was kind of interested to see how Lennon would take. I think that was her first birthday party that she's been to, so
okay.
And she reacted better than I anticipated because she is a single child, so she's used to getting all the attention.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
She did a good job, so I'm proud of her. And that the pit would probably be yesterday, and this would deal with my dog Simon, who threw up on my couch.
I've never seen your dog. Forgotten had a dog.
Yeah.
The last time it was caged up in this room over here while we were over. Where the fuck is that dog?
I got a dog. I got 2 dogs.
Are they in here?
Yeah, they're here.
In there?
They are in their crates, yes.
How long do you keep them in the crate?
Just when you guys are here, then as soon as you guys leave, they come right back out.
They don't even bark. I haven't heard a dog bark ever.
No, never. You forget for sure.
I did forget until he's like, I got dogs. I'm like, holy, because I remember
Anakin is
super hyper. He would be all over you.
It is. It's crazy, to be honest. And he goes right for your midsection if you're catching my drift and gets you every time.
He's a hunter.
Yeah.
So now I'm debating if I want to get a new couch or not, but I probably shouldn't because the couch is probably going to get even more destroyed over the next couple of years.
There's little portable shampooers.
I have one of those and I use that. I have one upstairs.
This big?
Yeah, yep. I got one.
Amazon's
Bristle?
Yeah, I think Amazon has one on sale if someone wants to buy it.
So that's where I'm at, just family shit, family problems, and family happiness?
I'll roll into mine. So my peak, probably about 2 weekends ago, had a good buddy of mine. He's moving out to, or actually already did move out to Arizona. So I just had him and some of the other guys over to my house for the Bills game against the Raiders. So it was like a good collective group of like 10 of us, and then drink, watch the Raiders get crushed, smoked a cigar, during the game. The weather was beautiful. I was throwing the football around in the front yard, haven't done that in like, couldn't even tell you.
Forever.
Yeah. And then, second half when we were up by a lot, got the aux going.
What you was bumping, Bilal-C?
Gun on radio.
Bilal-C?
Yeah, Bilal-C. So it was just like a great day of like a lot of people were over just hanging out, which was a good time before he left. And then the pit, I would say, was the weekend. Shay and I decided to do. We were gonna do takeout, but she wanted to do it from her favorite restaurant, San Marco.
Where's that?
Kensington.
Okay.
And we call, go to place it. She says they do takeout. We call, they answer, yeah, we don't do takeout. Heartbroken, devastated, and you know how hard, women and food.
When they get their mindset right.
Well, at first they don't even pick, and when they do,
yeah,
it's one option.
Yeah.
And it didn't go that
I got
route.
a trick for you though. Next time you want her to decide what kind of food she wants to have, just say, hey, guess what kind of food I got for you, and make her give you an answer that way.
Well, I didn't get her, but we were going to do takeout together.
I know, but I'm just saying, next time you have trouble with her deciding.
But if we're going out to dinner, I can't say, guess what I got you.
No. Yes, you can. You could be like, guess where we're going for dinner. And she can guess.
Well,
when she
gives
the answer, you're like, that's where we're going.
If she decides to tune in and listen to this, there goes that fucking idea. So we ended up deciding after a long wait, we did Frankie Primo's.
Oof. Love Frankie.
And I think I got overcharged by a lot. So I spent about $80 on just her and I's dinner. I'll give her she chipped in a good bill. I think she said she was buying the dinner. So I'm not gonna say I bought it because technically both parties put money in. But
it's a modern day household.
Yeah. So and it wasn't great.
No.
It didn't blow me away.
Really?
No.
What'd you have?
It was like a steak pasta.
God, it was so bad he doesn't even remember what
I know, that's crazy.
Well, and the menu was all Italian, and I am I'm so stupid with food. I don't know shit.
What do you expect?
Just tell me what it is.
It's an Italian restaurant.
I know, but I'm here in America, and I need the American breakdown.
What do you mean? Is it written in Italian?
Yeah.
No, it is
Get the
not.
hell out of here.
I'll pull up the menu.
No way.
It's not
You are not telling
these dudes hating on Frankie Primo's. I love Frankie Primo's.
I've never been.
Dude, this fucking menu.
First thing that pops up, spaghetti meatballs. Second thing, ravioli.
Man.
Third,
hold on,
chicken
parm. She. All right. Our menu.
Please.
Piada di salami for 2.
For 4?
There's one for 4. Mozzarella di buffalo con pomeriggio.
Dude, and they give you a description of what it actually is.
Yeah. I was gonna say, what does it say after?
Okay, so this is obviously I've learned throughout. I think ensalada is salad. Ensalada.
So they're
bistecca.
teaching you how to speak Italian.
All right.
That seems pretty sweet.
So pasta.
Right. This is Rosetta Stone at a restaurant.
now I remember what I got. But pasta, right? Arrabbiata.
Dude,
Rigatoni spicy arrabbiata sauce. What the fuck is that?
You butchered that.
Rigatoni with a spicy sauce.
Yo, you need rooms at a stove.
You just gotta read what the description is.
I can't even fucking say the word. Say that word. Yeah.
Bucatini.
Right? The fuck up. That menu's whack.
Bro, I don't need to say it.
But then it goes.
Hey, I want this.
But then it goes bucatini. I don't know what that is.
But it doesn't give a description
Yeah,
of what it
bucatini, amatriciana sauce, pancetta, tomatoes, fresh oregano.
Okay, he might be on something.
Oh.
Oh, we don't. I know what cheese tortellini is. Thank you. I got that one. No steak. But like that's some of the stuff though. It's like pappardelle, slow braised pork butt, Chianti. Don't know what Chianti is. Pomerado. Don't know what that is. Romana cheese.
Sounds like you shouldn't be going to these upscale, Italian restaurants. Then
just like
you should stick to Olive Garden.
I did go to Olive Garden actually within the last 2 weeks, and it was phenomenal. Where was I? Oh, I want to bring this up. I went to Wayland Brewing Company.
Yeah.
Ooh.
In Orchard Park.
Sweet invite.
It was on a whim. I was actually downtown.
Wayland is where again?
Which part?
Yeah, that place is sweet.
Oh, you been there too?
Yeah, over the summer I was.
So I can invite him next. I'm the only one. He's gonna get yelled at for that.
I know. Sweet invite.
You're like an introvert. You only do stuff when you want to do stuff.
But yeah, so I did Wayland, and I'll tell you what. Super cool building, modern. You put that in the village of Williamsville, I think it's even bigger.
Yeah, but I'm glad things are kind of spacing out.
As they should. Yeah. Well, Hamburg. I think it's more Hamburg actually than Orchard
They're
Park.
getting another beer projects, and I feel like in either Orchard Park or Hamburg as well.
The South Towns is growing, which they need, which is good. But yeah, so it was super cool. They had like cornhole. The seating stuff was cool. I looked at some of the food.
Their smash burger is bomb.
Really? Okay, so I looked at the soft pretzel. Was not impressed. It was like kind of dinky.
No, their smash burger is very good.
I will say the wings looked good.
Their smash burger and something else, man. I haven't been there since like mid-July, so I can't fully remember. It was like a side. I don't really like tater tots maybe, or French fries.
I think, sure.
Or chicken nuggets. They're chicken fingers.
The chicken nuggets in it. It's a chicken. It's a chicken, and it comes in a little bowl.
Are they called chicken nuggets or chicken fingers?
I think they're chicken nuggets, but they're massive chicken fingers.
Those are good too, man.
Yeah,
they're really good.
They look good. All right, so I didn't have the food, so I can't. I only saw the pretzel that was like $9 or something, and it was like a little soft pretzel thing, and I was like not impressed by that.
Yeah, no.
So we ended up, and the beer, I only had one, or I had like only one specific beer of their choice, and it didn't blow me out of the park, but it wasn't bad. Like I thought it was good.
That place is sweet though. It's huge, man.
Yeah, it is huge.
Huge.
The bathroom is cool, but it's.
I can't stand the bathroom. Don't even. I wish you didn't even bring the bathroom up. That fires me up.
Because I think it's cool, but there's nothing on the
like
outside saying if it's locked or not, if someone's occupied or not. So
what's wrong with the?
Have you ever been to Hartman's?
No.
It's so there's no like men's or women's. Like you walk in and there's bathrooms on the sides, and the middle's the washing station for your hands. But like so it's just all stalls, like bunch of stalls.
Okay.
So you would just go up to a door, and if it was unlocked, hopefully no one was in it. But like you don't know if it was locked or not, or like it was occupied or not.
There's a reason for men's and women's bathrooms.
We're not gonna get into this.
I don't want to have to wait for girls to go to the bathroom. I want to just be in and out. The girls' line's always super long.
I was just like...
I'm standing in line because, you don't want to break the seal. So when I gotta go, I gotta go. I walk past the line because I don't even realize it. I turn, I see it. I'm like, you guys in line? They're like, yeah. It's like 7 people. So now I'm like starting to panic, and I'm sitting there, I'm standing, waiting. I'm like, man, I might have to find a second option here.
Well, the problem is too is like you don't know if it's occupied or not. So like people aren't checking on bathroom statuses because like I haven't seen someone come out of it, but I don't remember really seeing anyone go in it.
Oh man.
So like you don't want that awkward like the first bathroom I walked up to, locked. I was like, walked away. Luckily, someone walked out another one, hopped in that one.
You got to do what you got to do.
I know, but
start checking these
place
doors.
is awesome though.
But it is a great spot.
Cool
I would go again for sure.
Yeah.
And then so back to Olive Garden. I was thinking food. We ended up coming back to Williamsville and having some Olive Garden.
I do like the OG. The OG is good.
Oh, dude, I have breadsticks.
You don't like the breadsticks?
I like their breadsticks.
You want to know why I chose Olive Garden? Outside of like Olive Garden sounded good. I love the pepperoncinis. Those little pepperoncinis that come in the salads.
Mm.
Oh, so could eat those all day.
Their salads are very good.
I'm honest. I don't eat salad, so.
Yikes.
We can tell.
Damn. On camera, on recording, you're gonna do me like that, man?
Yikes. All right. I got the Chop It Up segment coming up, and I saw something on the internet the other day, and I was like, that's a great question. So, for today's Chop It Up, my question to you guys is, would you rather give up blowjobs for the rest of your life or eating cheese?
We're eating cheese?
Eating cheese.
No, I have to give the blowjobs up.
No way.
Do you know how much shit cheese is in? You would have to give that up? Nah.
Like pizza, cheeseburgers. I fucking love cheese and crackers.
Yeah, you did. You definitely didn't think this through.
Cheese and wine. Like, cheese has got a lot. Don't get me wrong, like, blowjob thing's kind of like, that's cool. I think I'm picking.
I
think I'm giving that up. I think I'm keeping the cheese.
I guess I have cheese a hell of a lot more than I get blowjobs, so.
That was another common thing, was people was like, well, you know, cheese never left marks on me. But it's like, but yeah, I was like, that's a great question, because someone's like, oh, I would definitely give up cheese, and then you really think about it.
Yeah,
like, it's a lot of a decision.
You're right. I take mine back.
And I
have cheese probably every day. I get a blowjob maybe once a year. So if I'm lucky. So yeah, I'm taking that back.
Yeah, nothing against the whole, because they're both great, and cheese would be tough.
Cheese is tough.
I take it back.
Cheese is definitely tough.
But right, that was a good.
Yeah, you're right, because first thought is.
Right after we're like, oh, and then like you think about it, like,
and then
oh,
you guys have me thinking about it.
Macaroni and cheese, bro.
Yeah, damn.
Lasagna.
Can you just imagine like
raviolis?
Yeah, for sure. I didn't think it.
Yeah, like the ricotta cheese has got.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't think about it. But yeah, it was good.
You like that
question? Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys got anything? Any last comments? Any last things you want to bring up? Or?
Well, I think it was a pretty good episode, man.
First one.
That was great. All right, that's episode 1 of 7 1/2 a dozen. Make sure to like and subscribe, and follow us on all major platforms where podcasts are available.